Welcome back, boys and girls. In case you've been missing the Assassin's Creed walkthrough, is this a walkthrough?
Yeah, I think this is a
okay,
walkthrough.
in case you've been missing the walkthrough, it's back. We're
we
here.
got more.
We didn't die.
He came out of the sewer.
He did come out of the sewer. Nobody minds. Remember, we talked about that before.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Man came out of the sewer.
Nope. He was just, he didn't get hit by a car either.
He's a Ninja Turtle. Okay, that's what he is. That was kind of a random cut to this part. I might have should have put a transition in there, but whatever. We're just gonna keep on keeping on, Dewey. That's what we do here.
It's boring watching you just run around the streets.
Yeah, I know. It's just me running around doing nothing aimlessly. So this is from Brotherhood, Dewey. You don't know that. Or do you? I don't know if you do or not.
Well, I'm starting to learn.
Okay, well this is, again, it hasn't changed from Brotherhood. You're going through the menu system to upgrade your assassins and get them stronger. I do want to note that they don't really feel that necessary in this game.
Okay.
Throughout this walkthrough, I don't think I get any more assassins. It just didn't. It never felt like a necessity. I never felt like I had to have the assassins.
Well, because you can use them as like they can take out targets.
They can take out targets for you if you have all of your assassins like full and there with you. You can call down arrow strikes, so it just takes out everybody in the vicinity. I mean, that's useful, and I recommend doing that if you have your own playthrough of it, on your own free time, and why not? You've got millions of hours to spend playing this game if you would like to. I just felt like for this walkthrough and just for me personally playing the game, I never felt like I needed to go ahead and do that.
Well, it was something that it looked like at least enjoyable to kind of have your own thing. But like when I first saw Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and then I got the impression that possibly you might be able to have other people with you, like a multiplayer aspect almost. And I mean, you have that multiplayer aspect,
right?
In the PvP,
but it wasn't the same.
It
wasn't in the single player. Well, in Brotherhood, I felt like it was much better implemented. I'm not bashing the game. I just felt like in Brotherhood, it was like they presented it to you. They said, "Here it is. We're gonna make it look useful, and we're gonna make it useful." So then, it made you want to use it outside of the missions and whatnot. And here, they just haven't done that as much. So, also, buying your own armor and upgrading your armor is back, and I haven't done that yet. So I'm just, why not?
Did you have a favorite pair of armor from Brotherhood? Or was it just mostly you looked for the most useful?
Yeah, it's just whatever's the strongest. I don't really care what it is, so long as it's the strongest and I've got the money for it.
So you're one of those people that just walk around like RPGs or something like that, just wearing like mismatching everything. But it's like everything is the best.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I was playing Skyrim a couple days ago, and I just like when you come out and you're about to get murdered by the Imperials or whatever, you kill that one Imperial guard that has like the most awesome armor that you're gonna find for a long time. Even though I was a wood elf and I was an archer, I just wore that because it had the most protection. And I was like, and then later on I realized, well, this person's not really suited for that kind of armor, so I changed it then.
I sort of ran into that problem with like my playthrough for the actual walkthrough, and I started wearing robes for a little bit, but I'm just like, this does not suit my playstyle at all. I die way too quickly.
Yeah, it was like the heavy armor was too noisy and that kind of thing, so I was just not right. Back to some like mage robes. At least I get a little bit of a magic.
You are a sneaker. You do
like
what I do. To play an assassin.
If I did a Fallout 3 walkthrough, people would hate it because it'd just be me creeping along the ground for hours and just getting headshots and stuff like that.
You got all shiny.
I think I also bought a dagger. I believe I bought the dagger. I wasn't actually watching the screen, but my fault. But I do love using the daggers in Assassin's Creed games. I don't think I use it here in this game,
Is it like
though.
the throwing daggers?
No. It's I'm gonna wield this dagger and cut you up with it multiple times.
Oh, okay. So it's like the smaller blade.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's what it is, and I love using that. But
hey, this looks familiar. This looks like we might be going to Altair.
We are exactly
exciting.
going into Altair's mind, his memories, and all that stuff. So, I hope you're ready, Dewey.
I am.
Every time you go into the messages Altair's left behind, it's a little more and more interesting. I like it. I've said my qualms with it just are in his voice and his voice alone.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had a problem with his voice. I've maybe it's just because I haven't played the Assassin's Creeds and well, the most recent one and then the first one for such a long time, so my memory is.
Yeah, I just played the first Assassin's Creed just like a month ago just to get myself ready for this. And, I can look past the voice. I mean, it's fine. I don't want to rag on the game too much.
The Templars have retaken their archive on Cyprus. Abbas sent no reinforcements. It was a massacre.
Oh my god.
Maria, when we left Masyaf 10 years ago, this order was strong. But all our progress has been undone.
Abbas must answer for this.
Answer to whom? The assassins obey only his command now.
Resist your desire for revenge, Altair. Speak truth, and they will see their error.
He executed our youngest son, Maria. He deserves to die.
Perhaps. But if you cannot win back the Order by honorable means, its foundation will crumble.
You are right. 30 years ago, I let passion overtake my reason. And it caused a rift that has never fully healed.
Speak reasonably, and reasonable men will listen.
Some will, but not Abbas. I should have expelled him 30 years ago when he tried to steal the apple.
But you earn the respect of the other assassins because you let him stay.
How do you know this? You were not there.
I married a masterful storyteller.
Look at this place. Masyaf is a shadow of its former self.
We have been away for a long time.
But not in hiding. The Mongol threat demanded our attention and we rode to meet it. What man here can say the same?
Where is our eldest son? Does Darim know his brother is dead?
I sent him a message 4 days ago. With luck, it has reached him already. Abbas, I almost pity him. He wears his grudge like a cloak.
His wound is deep. It will help him to hear the truth.
As I walk these streets, I sense a great fear in the people. Not love.
Abbas has dismantled this place and robbed it of all joy.
We may be walking to our doom, Maria.
We may, but we walk together.
Let them speak.
We seek the truth about our son's death. Why was Seth killed?
Is it the truth you want? Or an excuse for revenge?
If the truth gives us an excuse, we will act on it.
Surrender the apple, Altair, and I will tell you why your son was put to death.
Ah, the truth is out already. Abbas wants the apple for himself, not to open your minds, but to control them.
You have held that artifact for 30 years, Altair, reveling in its power and hoarding its secrets. It has corrupted you.
Very well, Abbas. Take it.
What?
Before I executed your son, I told him you ordered it yourself. He died, believing you had betrayed him.
Altair! Altair! No! Strength. Altair.
Maria.
He is possessed! Kill him! Take the apple, now!
things could have happened differently there.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with the Maria character, she was introduced, I want to say, she was actually introduced in Assassin's Creed 2, and you know she was a Templar and whatnot there, and you got to, and you learned about what happened between Altair and her there. But when you played the PSP version of Assassin's Creed, I'm not sure what it was called, I don't remember, that kind of explained their relationship a little more and delved into that a little deeper. So if you're interested in a little bit of backstory with Maria and Altair, you could go and play that game. Not a bad game. I mean, it's not gonna look like this, obviously, and the controls are a little different because there's not as many buttons on the PSP, but by all means, it's still worth playing if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed.
Did you lose your sword here, or are you just choosing to use the hidden blades for?
Yeah, I have no idea. I do love using my hidden blades because I love the counterattacks with them. Actually, when I played the first Assassin's Creed, I didn't know you could use these during a fight because you can't attack with them in Assassin's Creed 1, but you can counter with them. So I played the entire game without using them in battle. And my second time playing through, because I played through that game like at least twice, maybe even 3 or 4 times. I was just like, I'm gonna use these hidden blades in battle as much as I can because it was just fun watching him gouge at people's eyes and whatnot. If you remember back at the beginning of the walkthrough, you were seeing the ghosts of Altair and seeing him jump through the window and all that stuff. I was like, why is that going on?
And there you are.
Well, there you go. That's exactly why you were seeing those ghosts, because it happens during this part of the game.
And I was touching on during the cutscene how really it is. I love that you're doing this because I just remember doing that so much in the first game.
That's the way you get down. That's the way you get down.
You don't take the path.
Father, I got your message. What has happened?
They're in! Turn back!
Have they all gone mad?
We have to go. Abbas must not get his hands on the apple.
If you need more knives, take them. Above you!
With this part of the game, your entire point is to kill these people before they attack your son and get to the gate. Now, I tried to go up there and assassinate him with my, hanging from the ledge move, but he just did not want to climb that for some reason. And they really do want you to focus on your knives during this part of the game. And he's wondering where his mother is, and he's just trying to make him understand what happened.
By lies.
But yeah, it's a basic concept. Make sure your son doesn't get murdered and get to the gate and try to escape from Masyaf. So basically now Ezio, Altair is going to go and basically put himself into exile because
of the corruptness of the assassins. And
they're blinded by their leader. I don't know what's going on there with that little marker there. This game it's not perfect.
But I was saying earlier how I was touching on how you can really notice the changes as someone if you are a fan of the game, and even if you're not so much, but you have played the other games, you notice the differences between Masyaf and just see how it's really come to just kind of look worse. Not graphically or anything, but you can tell it's unkept and
it's a little more run down.
The assassins were just lingering around. Like you always got this kind of thought of respect or an order, and you didn't get that anymore. So
now it looks like just no one's kept it.
Was it the boss who killed
kept
my
it nice
brother?
and all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of
Killed your brother, Malik, and countless
gotten
others.
worse and worse over the years as this
madman.
new guy has been in charge.
A madman with an army.
because you had to go off and fend off the Mongol invasion.
Right, that's the story that Altair was presented with us, why he hasn't been around. It's not because he was kicked out or anything, it was because of the Mongol threat. And now that all of this stuff is happening with his wife being murdered and his son being executed, he's looking out for his son, his only other son right now. And now he's like, okay, I gotta get out of here. And
the beggars are still begging you.
he's like, help me, please, I need some money. I'm like, hey, no, I gotta kill some people.
An entire order trying to... I've got 2 orders, in fact. The Templars and the Assassins trying to kill me right now.
It's a rough life. So yeah, he's just trying to get out of here. And protect himself and his son. Maybe he'll come back later.
Well, he's the ultimate assassin. He is what I consider the original assassin.
Well, he's definitely the original assassin for these games at the very least. I mean, he is what kicked this all off at the beginning, unless you count Desmond. I don't know what you want to talk about. What's original there? And speaking of Desmond, I know we're in an Altair mode right now, but Desmond has some really interesting stuff coming up in this walkthrough. I'm not gonna spoil what that is. Maybe if you looked on the internet, you already know what that might entail.
Don't try not to spoil it in the comments.
I'm not
below,
gonna spoil
but
anything. Yes, and I hope you guys don't spoil anything in the comments. But if you do, I can't really stop you. I guess, but try to be nice about it. Just know that if you don't want to spoil, just know that it's going to be very interesting.
I will have the apple, Altair, and I will have your head for all the dishonor you brought upon my family. You cannot run forever! Not from us, and not from your lies!
Maria.